I want to thank very special lady Miriam Mark, because thanks to her, I promised I wouldn't get emotional tonight, and it's not going to happen, folks. Miriam, thank you, because she has driven her husband, our last surviving secret listener, from Belgium to be with you tonight. Eric, he's 97.
Good afternoon, dear friends of Trent Park Museum. My name is Eric Mark. I am, I believe, the last surviving secret listener during the war who worked at Trent Park, Latimer House and Wilton Park. It's an honour to address such a distinguished audience. I would like to share with you my excitement at the establishment of the Trent Park Museum. All the stronger because one doesn't expect much excitement at almost 97 years of age. I was a secret listener over 75 years ago. Like many other young Jews who had fled to England, I felt frustrated. After basic army training in the Pioneer Corps, we wanted to do something against Hitler, not sit in a basement. At Trent Park, we had long stretches of boredom, listening to desultory conversation between imprisoned Nazi officers. But we had to be alert at all times to pick up the slightest crumb of information, including harrowing moments when those officers boasted how many Jews or other undesirables they had killed. They were talking about our families back in Germany. On the other hand, I still remember my excitement when I first heard the word Peenemünde in relation to where the new V-2 rockets were being built and launched. We now know that Trent Park helped the RAF pinpoint where to attack. Until the archives were released recently and Helen Fry did a remarkable search, none of our secret listeners knew whether or to what extent our work had been useful. We had signed the Official Secrets Act, done the work, and parked the memories. I was therefore highly delighted on hearing, more than 70 years later, that Trent Park has been declared of national importance on a par with Bletchley Park, and that with my many fellow secret listeners, we helped to change the course and shorten the duration of the war. I wish there were more of us still alive to know this, but it is more important to be assured that current and future generations will be not merely permitted to learn what took place at Trent Park and its place in history, but that they will be encouraged to do so at this remarkable new museum. The museum plans to pay high attention to historic detail through the use of modern technology. At the time, we used the then existing absolute leading technology. I still marvel that even the trees and pot plants were bugged without discovery by Trent Park's Nazi inhabitants. I'm so grateful to Helen Fry, who started us off on this, to our host, Lord Sassoon, Damien Collins, Jason Karamlambus, Tony Pitchley of Berkeley Homes, and many more. I remember in particular my dear friend Fritz Lustig, who would have enjoyed this occasion. On behalf of all secret listeners, thank you for your immense work in making the Trent Park Museum happen. Talking of intense work, I would like you to know that all that work and all the necessary actions for conducting normal life, including providing for and ensuring pills to be taken at the right time, have always depended on my beloved wife Miriam for more than 60 years. Lastly, may I add, I'd be delighted to meet as many of you as I can. However, somewhat ironically, I am now quite deaf. So please bear with me if our conversation seems less secret listener or more secret speaker. Thank you.